I saw Gladiator 2 for less than $1, and also I went to an amazing concert of a Brazilian artist in Brazil, Mariene de Castro. In the city where I am living now, is Salvador Bahia in Brazil. There is a cinema known as street cinemas or community cinemas. It is called cineglauberrocha, and it is in honor of a famous Brazilian filmmaker who was born in the city of Salvador. In that cinema, you can easily see Brazilian cinema, and they hold events and festivals and have cheaper tickets. I have already visited this cinema many times, and I am trying to get into the habit of going to see movies on Sundays there. I say specifically on Sundays because in this cinema on Sundays at 10:30 a.m. In the morning, you can see a movie for only 5 reals. That's its equivalent of 83 cents. One thing that I want to tell you about going to the movies in Brazil is that it is very expensive, and I can easily say that it is as expensive as going to the movies in the United States. I remember that when I was living in Richmond, Virginia, going to the movies cost around $14. Here in Brazil, I found movie tickets that cost the same, or roughly the same. That day, December 8, 2024, I went with her. We went together to see Gladiator 2, and it was a good movie. The real protagonists of the movie were the characters played by Denzel Washington and Pedro Pascal. It was a really good and thriving story, at least from their perspective, and it was good. Honestly, it was a good movie. Well, an interesting detail that I saw that day is that, in Salvador, there is a problem with abandoned buildings and a lack of access to decent housing. Right near to that movie theater, there are 2 abandoned buildings where they're occupied by groups of homeless families who took possession of these buildings. One of those buildings was intervened by the local government, and they decorated it as it were a gift box for Christmas. Well, later that day, December 8th, we went together to see the concert of the Brazilian artist Mariene de Castro. Salvador has a very big cultural scene. There is always a concert, a play, or an exhibition in a museum. Many of them, they are free. So here I finally learned to have the habit to consume art. I have already seen this artist, Mariene de Castro, at the concert to celebrate the independence of the state of Bahia on July 2nd. Mariene de Castro has many songs that talks about the orixás, life in Bahia, and Afro-Brazilian culture in general. It was a wonderful concert. Now I am finding that I'm able to understand even more the lyrics of the songs in Portuguese, which is quite good. As you can see in the images, there is a lot of symbols or symbolisms of the traditional Afro-Brazilian clothings of the orixás, and they also do something very beautiful, and that is that they pay honor to black women who had a very important role in the black community in Brazil, a tribute in life, which is very important. They brought them to the concert, and in front of the and in front of the plateau with all the public in front, they were honoring them, telling them that how important they are for the community, having them dancing along, singing along with her. It was quite good. During that concert, I danced a lot. I learned new dance steps. I sang even though I didn't know the lyrics of the songs. And it was very fun and even a spiritual moment. In the description of the video, I will leave information about the artist so you can listen to her music. Well, I love the experience of going to concerts. Also, I love the experience to being able to go to the cinema and watch mainstream movies, and also more artistic or local movies, you know. And since I started traveling, I was able to learn to do many different things, like learning to invest my free time in living unique experiences like this. And it's not just the fact of moving out from home and being in a different place and doing all this traveling thing. Is the fact that I am actively making the decision of live my life, which I know is not easy. I know there are many challenges, that there are certain things that I want to improve in my personal life, professional life, and so on, romantic, anyway. But the fact is that finally I am truly committed to take the challenge to live my life in a different way, a way that I'm feeling satisfied with the things that I'm doing, and being amazed and satisfied with the idea of learning many different things and being exposed to these different cultures, artistic expressions, and be part of them. So I hope that I can move forwards with that commitment and live new adventures from here onwards. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and we are seeing in the next time. Bye bye.